This video could be the start of the rest of your life. And what I mean by that is this video could be the catalyst that gets you to either stop, reduce, or control your drinking entirely. We are going to unpack 8 reasons why it's time to control your drinking. And I don't know what control means to you. For some people that means drinking only on a Friday, for some it means drinking less, for some it means stopping drinking altogether, which is my recommendation. Get that stuff out of your life. But today we're going to unpack some reasons why it could be time for you to stop drinking. So by the end of this video, I want you to be motivated, inspired, and confident that you can do this, because you can. I believe in you so much. The fact that you're watching this video right now says so much about you. You're not like everybody else. You're motivated and you're ready to do something different. And just before we get into the 8 reasons why, if you actually want to get access to a free video training that shows you how to get control of your drinking quickly, please go ahead and click the link in the description. It's a different video that's way more detailed that I can't actually publish on YouTube. So what you need to do is click the link down below. You'll put in your name and your email address, and then a new video will start playing that shows you how my new method works in as little as 48 hours. Again, I can't publish it on YouTube. You've got to click the link down below if you want to get access to that, but it will change the game for you. I am thinking of removing that video soon, so if you want it, click the link now and then watch that video after you finish this one. Now, reason 1 is something that seems to just slowly creep up on you, and it gets worse and worse and worse the older that you get. And if you haven't guessed it, yeah, it's the hangovers. See, one of the worst things about hangovers for me personally was the anxiety that came with a hangover. It didn't used to be like that when I was, first drinking, my first few years as a drinker. But as I got older and further into my drinking, the anxiety that I experienced the day after drinking was terrible. I'd have this crippling feeling in my chest, and some days I couldn't even get out of bed. I was just like, I just wanted the ground to swallow me up. And it would linger all day. And not only that, but I could feel that my body had just taken a battering from drinking the day before. So I could feel the pain walking through the next day. But that's the first reason why it could be time to stop drinking, and it's due to the hangovers. By the way, I think all of the things that I'm going to unpack today are some things that I've experienced myself, because I've not drank for 6 years, almost 6 years, after almost a decade of drinking. But the second thing is something that I experienced, and again, it creeped up on me. It didn't happen overnight, because all of these things are gradual, right? It's almost like in alcohol, it just creeps up on you out of nowhere. Now, after drinking, what else do we do when we drink? Well, we go out, we might party, we might order bad food online, we might skip a workout, and before you know it, we've put on weight. But when I was drinking, I got bloated, my face got bloated, I was puffy, I wasn't strong in any way. In fact, I put a picture of what I look like on the screen right now when I was drinking alcohol, and I'd put on weight. I wasn't looking how I wanted to look. And then I'll show you the transformation of what happened after stopping drinking and staying consistent and eating right. And I mean, what an awesome change. And I'm not showing you that to boast. I'm showing you to show you the difference of a drinker and a non-drinker, right? But that could be another reason why it's time to stop drinking, and it is because you've put on weight. Now, the third reason why it could be time to stop drinking is, again, something that just seems to come out of nowhere. What do you want to do after that long, hard day of work? After you've had all that pressure on you and people demanding this, demanding that, deadlines? Well, when the stress starts building up, what do we look forward to when we get home? We don't look forward to a warm bath to relax and, some candles and some meditation music, do we? No. What we want to do is get home and have a drink. This is going to take the edge off. Or maybe for you, it's not in the evening. For you, it's waiting for that Friday night, right? The weekend off work. And if you are continually looking forward to drinking this drug to take the edge off, to have a good time, that could be a reason to stop drinking. And listen, that might not mean that you're at ground zero. That might not mean that alcohol is causing much damage at all. But let me ask you a question, and I want you to answer it as honestly as you can. Is it getting any better? Do you feel that pull less and less and less over time? Or is it getting worse and worse and worse? Do you want the drink more and more and more? Well, I know the answer for me, and it was more and more and more. Listen, I'm not here to tell you to do anything. You do what you think's best for yourself. But if alcohol is having a stronger and stronger pull on you, I promise you one thing, stopping drinking will not get easier over time. It'll have a stronger and stronger grip on you. So if you're feeling the pull, then maybe it's time to question your drinking. The fourth reason, again, is something that just creeps up on you out of nowhere. But do you remember what it was like when you were 13, 14, 15 years of age? Even 18, 19, 20, 21. Do you remember the energy that you used to have? The bounce that you used to have, feeling that you could just do anything. I certainly remember that feeling. And I feel more like that today than I did at like 25 years of age when I was drinking. How weird's that? I feel better now at 31 than I did at 25. But if you're not feeling like you used to, then again, what a reason to get rid of alcohol out of your life. If you're lethargic, if you don't have energy, if you don't have the same attitude that you used to have, if you're feeling dull, you're feeling just you're not feeling like you used to feel. That's one of the best reasons to stop drinking or reduce drinking, whatever it is, right? I don't believe in reducing drinking. I don't believe in controlling drinking. I think it's all a myth. And I think true control over alcohol is being able to take it or leave it whenever you want, but always choosing to leave it through choice, not through effort. But if you don't feel the same way that you used to, I want to tell you something. That version of you that you used to feel like, the one in your 20s and your teens, I'm not saying you're going to transform into a teenager again, right? But you will feel way more aligned with that younger version of yourself than who you are right now. Stopping poisoning yourself is one of the best ways that you can get more energy, become more happy, have more clarity, feel more confident. So if you don't feel how you used to do, get yourself a baseball bat and knock that alcohol out of the park. Just get rid of it. Now, the fifth reason, you tell yourself, right, tonight I'm only going to have half a bottle of wine. Tonight, I'm going to go out with the friends and I'm going to have 2 cocktails. Oh boy, I have told myself that lie. Oh, it was every single time I drank. I never went out and said, right, tonight I'm drinking 10 pints of beer. Oh, why would I ever say that to myself? Even the thought of it makes me want to be sick, but I would do it again and again and again. I'd say, let's just go for a quiet one tonight. I'd have that first drink. I'd just go mad. It was horrible. Like, I'd lie to myself. And I'm almost saying it in like a laddish way still to this day. Oh yeah, go out. Blah, blah. The thing is it was sad. It was pathetic. Someone that can't keep a promise to themselves. It's not funny. It's not cool. It's not clever. It's drug addiction. There's no other word for it. And every single time that I would tell myself that I wasn't going to drink or I'd drink a certain amount and then I would lie to myself and break that promise to myself, I could feel my confidence, my self-esteem getting lower and lower and lower. And if you keep telling yourself that you're going to drink a certain amount and you keep drinking more than that, how do you think that's going to make you feel? Do you think that's going to make you feel good about yourself? Do you think you're going to stand up tall the next day with your chest out, making eye contact with people, feeling like a strong person because you kept that promise you made to yourself? No. You're going to feel like a liar, like a cheat, like a scoundrel. Because I'm telling you, when you make a promise to yourself and you break it, it's the worst feeling ever. Which leads me to the sixth thing. And I don't know, a lot of people don't really do this, but in my Sober Clear coaching program, where I help business owners and professionals stop drinking alcohol, I've worked with 400 clients, I've spoke with thousands of people that need help, and quite often I will ask them, how much do you spend on drinking? And I'm telling you, everybody gets this wrong. Everybody downplays this. They think, yeah, it's $20 a day, $30 a day. Because when you go to a store and you buy a bottle of wine or you buy some alcohol and you just spend 20, 30 bucks or 20, 30 quid or euros or whatever currency you're in, it doesn't feel that painful. But what most people don't see is, yeah, sure, they spend that money, but they never really think, okay, I do that every single day, and then I go out with my friends and we go to a nice restaurant and spend $100 on a bottle of wine, and then there's the tip, and then there's that cocktail that I had afterwards, and that drink I had before the meal, and then I go home and then I order some extra food because I'm still hungry, and then I buy some stupid thing on Amazon. Listen, if you're starting to realize that you're spending increasing amounts of money on alcohol, try this, track it. And one thing that will happen is that if you actually track how much money you're spending on alcohol, plus all the ancillary costs, already you're being more mindful and you probably won't spend as much. But most people downplay how much they spend on alcohol. In fact, leave me a comment down below. If you've stopped drinking already, leave a comment how much you think you spend in your peak. And if you're trying to stop, then calculate it. Leave me a comment down below. Would be very interesting to hear the numbers there. And I'm sure everybody else wants to see it, right? It's a very personal thing, but hey, put it in the comment section. What have you got to lose? But if you know you're spending more, what a great reason to get rid of it. Now, the seventh reason is related to the sixth reason, but if you're missing important events because of your drinking, oh my days, you need to get rid of alcohol. If you've missed, kids events, if you've missed, other people's birthdays, if you've had like a friend or a family that needs picking up in the nighttime and then you've been at home drinking and you can't pick them up, that is painful. That sucks. If you've skipped work because of your drinking, that's a reason to get rid of alcohol. And that's another thing that people don't realize in the sixth point about spending money on alcohol is that, sleeping in and skipping a day of work could cost some people tens of thousands of dollars, especially over the course of a year or two. It could be costing them so much money. But if you're skipping things because of your drinking, I've done it, right? Every time I say these things, I kind of reflect and I just feel this feeling of like, I feel a bit sad, but at the same time, I feel extremely grateful that I haven't drank for nearly 6 years, because this isn't my reality anymore. And if it's your reality, if you're missing things, it's got to go. But the eighth and most important reason of all is that you know that alcohol is holding you back. If you know in your heart that there's a version of you that is happy, that's in great shape, that is admired by other people, that other people want to be around, if you know that that version of you exists within you, and you know that alcohol is the one thing that is slowing you down and it's holding you back, it's time to get rid of the drinking. That was my story, right? My biggest fear was getting to my deathbed at, 90 years of age and looking back at my life and realizing that I've been drinking this drug my entire life and I never became the person that I could have become. I'm telling you, I just feel dread even talking talking to you about it right now. And if you know that alcohol is holding you back, please do yourself a favor, get rid of it. Now, if you are a business owner or a professional, then go to soberclear.com or click one of the links in the description to get more information about my program and how all of that stuff works. And if you click the video on the screen now, you can learn why everybody is stopping drinking. Have a great day.